Welcome to The Oracle Scroll, a podcast for the spiritual seeker. Please join me, Kevin Walder, your host, as we explore living a spiritual life in a very mixed-up world. Today, we have Mary Beckman as our presenter. Mary is a psychic, she's a medium, healer in a channel, she's an author, podcast host, sometimes a radio show host, all on the same subjects. So Mary wants to talk to us today about embodiment. And I spoke with Mary earlier, and she's saying she's probably going to be talking some things that she's been handed just recently, things that have been channeled to her. So with that, let's throw the floor to Mary and take it away.
Thank you so much. Will I be able to hear you, Kevin?
You can if you want. I can mute myself as well.
No, I want to hear you if I can.
Okay. Go ahead.
So can everybody else hear me? Can you give me the radio high five? Okay, awesome. And if you can't hear me, I'm hoping, I'm not a technology person by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, my head about blew yesterday because I work one day a week at Crescent Moon in Tacoma, and everything is now on an app. So I just wander in on the day I'm supposed to be there, and anything else I just plain old can't do because I'm just not techie. I'm just not. So this is a big deal for me. My husband's really techie, so if something happens to me, you'll hear me go, ah, and he'll come wandering in and fix it for me. So thanks everybody for having me. Thank you for figuring this out for me to be part of this tonight. Embodiment's really interesting to me right now because it happened to me maybe 2 months ago, I guess. And I'd been thinking about it for a long time about, bringing in all my higher aspects and getting everybody together in one. And I know you can work faster and better and you feel comfortable and beautiful, and everybody needs a little of that. And it's 2019, it's time to go. I think what's been exciting to me is the shiny. And so the guides are shiny to me. I'm just like, wow. So when I first started doing this, I could, I had this little thing that came up in the corner of the TV the other night. It said, ask Alexa to tell you about Albert Einstein. And I thought, I don't need to. If I want to talk about Albert Einstein, I'll call him, right? So the thing is because I have been so lucky to be able to see my guides so clearly and be able to call on whoever. And they have been so kind to me to come and give me the understanding that I have been really concentrated on those outside myself rather than who I actually am. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And in 2019, you can get a lot more done embodying. So what I was doing was I'd been thinking about that for a while. And I was working with one of the people that I consider a great teacher of mine. And I was on the phone with her the other day, a couple months ago, and I said, I'm thinking about this. And she said, it's not exactly time. It's very close. And now that you're thinking about it, it means it's going to happen. So a couple days went by and I thought, I'm just going to say this. And I'd been playing around with the command demand thing. And I asked my guidance what I was missing. And they told me, and I adjusted that through energy healing. And then I just did this whole conglomeration that I'm going to do with you tonight if you want to. And nothing has been the same. Absolutely not one thing has been the same. So the healing is faster. I can see more. I can hear more. Everything is faster, better. And I just am more, I guess maybe steady. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of things happen to me in my bathroom. And I was standing in the bathroom the other day and I saw my higher self eyeballs click into place. And everything was like techno after that, Technicolor. So anyway, I just kind of want to share that to you. Today was kind of a crazy day. I go in and lay down and have a nap every day. And so right before nap, I had a visit from Archangel Raphael, who I don't generally work with. And he gave me some light codes. And so I think he was just beaming me up so that I could help you guys and do whatever I needed to do. And if it's okay with everybody, if you give me the thumbs up, I'd like to do a little healing with you guys in a group. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And since everybody's here, I should just say, if there's anything that doesn't resonate or you don't want to do it, just kind of stand aside of the energy, because we're going to just lay it out there. Okay. So, and at the very end, when everybody's done the healing work, then we're going to do the embodiment ceremony if you want to. I know there's probably somebody or a few people who already have the embodiment done, but you guys can just play along. So what I'm going to do is just tell you who I work with these days. And I have an aspect of self that is a 10th dimension Arcturian. Her name is Nyon. So I thought Nyon was outside of me for a long time, but now I know she's inside of me. And the healing work that I do is very rapid. And I'm just an alien, you guys. I just am. And I am from many dimensions, as you guys are. And so this Arcturian aspect of me is the one that I'm still looking at, because it's only been a couple months. And so you might still hear me talking. I'm basically talking to myself. I'm doing the best I can. This is new for me. Okay. Mm-hmm. So my other guy that I work with now is Nostradamus and Ashtar. And so I do earth work with Ashtar in a group and by myself. And I'm very committed to helping people. It's the most important thing to me. And I work at Crescent Moon, 1 day a week, like I was telling you, helping whoever is coming off the street. And the cool thing about Crescent Moon is a person that has never thought about this one time in their life can walk in, and then you can meet an avatar there. You just can. And I've met everybody in between. It's just been the best experience to be able to do that regularly. And then I'm at Lou J. Free's show. Everybody knows Lou. I do that on Tuesday night most of the time. And then I, every once in a while, do the shows like BEPC and all that. So I've been doing this now for about 16, 17 years. And it's just the light of my life. My husband tells me I do it 24 hours, whether I'm helping somebody or not. I am really thinking about it. I bet you guys are like that too. Mm-hmm. That I heard somebody say the other day, something about, well, I bet, there's not really that many people who think about God all day long. And I actually do think about God all day long. In fact, I had a reading the other day and my healer said, you would cut your heart out for God. And I said, or then she said, but you don't need to. So anyway, does that make sense to you guys? I want to just give you a little tiny understanding about me, because I've only been here once before and I've never been a presenter. So Missy is one of my dearest friends on the whole earth, and Felipe is really special to me, and I'm just getting to know everybody else. So here is the healing. Now, what we're going to do is Spirit is going to present it, and I can see all the holy ones coming on in, and we're all holy ones here. So I might be talking to you, I might be talking to them, and it's a little confusing, but we're going to get it done. So if everybody can sit with hands and feet apart, the energy is going to come in. Okay, so we are going to be working with Archangel Raphael, because I see him. He looks different than all my guides, and so that's definitely him. I met his acquaintance today. Also going to be working with Nostradamus and Mr. Tesla and my guide, who is actually me, Nyon. Okay, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the aura around all of you. And a lot of you have an opening over the top of the head. And this is just my work. Doesn't make any sense to anybody. So don't try to figure out what it is, because it's not going to make any sense to you. You know how everybody has specific energy work in the way they work, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I see is a lot of you guys are really busy in your brain. And so you've thought your way out of your aura. So it's might be feeling to you like pressure, just being a little bit uncomfortable in your head. It might feel like a little hat on your head, or it just maybe your brain is spinning around. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is you can feel the energy better if you close your eyes, but you probably will feel something, and maybe you won't, because I've found over the years that people that are really, really up in their head tend not to be able to feel so much. So don't worry if you can't feel it. And what we're really doing tonight is we're getting you to a point where we can do the embodiment. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to bring all around you 360 degrees. Am I talking too loud?
No.
Okay, 360 degrees, we're going to bring that emerald green color. And you're going to feel maybe the angels coming in. So the emerald green is going to go way up over your head, all the way out, all the way around, 360 degrees. And then we're going to find out if anybody has the loss of the aura under the feet. And they tell me, yes, there is somebody here. Okay, or somebody's, I don't know who. They're just giving, I'm just doing a global healing. So I don't know who's who. I just am reading you in a group, just reading the group. Okay. Mm-hmm. So somebody has had trauma in their life. So if everybody can play along, this would be awesome. So please to take hands and feet apart and close your eyes. And we're going to do this little out loud thing. So I'd like you to repeat after me, even if you do not feel you had trauma in your young life, because it can be anything. It could be mom and dad got divorced, you moved around a lot, you had trouble in school, you got bullied. It could be anything. So I'd like you to say out loud, my inner child, I invite you into my higher self, along with all inner children that I have ever been, and calling back to me all pieces of my soul from any time and place that I have ever lived. Very good. So the people I can see, I can only see 4 of you. Did anybody feel that emotionally or physically or both? Can you raise your hand if you did? Awesome. Okay, very good. Now, what I felt, I could feel this dropping away of my heart. So that's how I feel you. That's one of the ways. And I can see now that you're 360 degrees of green. And that's the starting point of most healing with me. Okay. So the other thing we're going to do is, you guys really are a bunch of thinkers, like thinkers and overthinkers. So what I see going around your head is like a little bit of, what would you call that? Barbed wire we're going to take off. So here it goes. Okay. And then somebody has like the little cone of shame that the dog has on. That goes like this. Okay. And then somebody has either feeling of pressure around their face. Does anybody have that? Okay, so that's going to go. Now, some of these things, I'm sure you have caught up with it, are ascension symptoms. And everybody remember that if you're having ascension symptoms that are difficult, say to your higher self, please taper off a little bit. I love to get these codes, but I feel like the dragon's got my head in its mouth. So you can say that. That's a legitimate thing to say. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the spine right now. Is there somebody here that I can see that has an upper neck issue? Anybody? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an adjustment on that. There's 2 ways we're going to do it. Here we go. Okay. And then I see Master Jesus, and I thank you so much for coming, Master Jesus. So somebody has emotions stuck in either their body or their organs, and he's telling me that it's both. So I use my hand. I do real quick kinesiology with my hand, so you'll see my hand and my pendulum. Okay, so Master Jesus is going to be on your left, everybody, and it's going to be my energy at this moment on your right. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out who's got what. So somebody here has grief and sadness in their heart, and that's the first thing we're going to release. And this is just a motion code, but I do it with Master Jesus. So here we go. Infinite love and gratitude. Very good. Wow, whoever had that, that was pretty good. So I find that in this eclipse corridor, healing is quick, really quick. Okay. And then we're still in the heart, and this is actually more grief. So we're going to work on the heart, grief now, releasing grief, infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Okay, and he gives me I'm watching his movements on that. He gives me the safe sign, so I know that we got it. And does anybody feel like a little more relaxed or a little more heavy?
Mhm.
Very good. All right. Does anybody feel nothing? Okay, good. All right. Now, so what we're going to do is there's one more thing. Okay, so I've got a pendulum for this because I'm not sure where he's going with this. Holy One, is it? Okay, and is it? Okay, so somebody has a heart wall. So if you have a wall around your heart built so that maybe you had massive trauma in the past, you lost somebody or person left you or something very traumatic happened, you may have built a wall around the heart. You also may have built a hidden wall around your heart. So we're going to do wall around your heart first. So if that's you, just think about what that looks like if you would. So just close your eyeballs and imagine what it looks like around the heart if you would, please. Okay, here we go. Infinite love and gratitude. Now, hidden heart wall means that you don't talk about this, that this is something that happened that was so difficult. Maybe it was so long ago that you feel maybe sometimes that you should be past it, but you're not. Or maybe it was so traumatic that it's your most painful wound. That's a hidden heart wall. So if that's you, please close your eyes and imagine what it looks like. And here we go. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Okay, somebody has anger in their liver. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Somebody has grief in their lungs. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Okay. Does anybody have anything else in their organs, Holy One? And anything in their body? Okay. So are we doing body first, just this first, Holy One? Okay. And is this for anybody who's not here? Okay. There are people that are in this group that are not here that this applies to. You could probably figure out who I'm talking about. And when you do, you can tell this person that's why their back hurts. Okay. Okay, here we go. Back. Grief. Sadness. Overwhelm. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude. Very good. Okay, we might be done there. Does anybody have anything else in their body at this moment? Thank you, Holy One. Thank you, Master Jesus. Okay, so some of you might be empathic. Is anybody empathic around here? Wave your hand. Okay, does anybody who's empathic have pain right here? Okay, so what we want to do is close our eyes and then just put in golden light, like little candles, like little baby candles all along your neck and your very upper shoulders. Going to clear that right out. And then what we're going to do while that's going on, just keep thinking about that. There's at least somebody, if not more, who are holding on to some things that don't belong to them. So if you can imagine what it looks like to a cart with a horse from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So you guys are the horse. So what we want to do is we want to go down to the beach. So I'd like you to close your eyes. Go down to the beach and put your feet in the sand and just feel that cart behind you. Intuit that it's behind you and feel your hands on those rough parts where you drag that cart behind you. And what I want you to do is put it down. Just put it down. It's time now. Put it down. Put it down. And walk 3 or 4 paces towards the water and just stand there for a second. 1, 1. Okay, so bringing in the pink, golden, rose gold light over your body. And there are souls that are in that cart. So somebody is carrying around some people who have passed away. So some of you have beautiful light that souls come to. Some of you may be carrying your own dead. Okay, so we're going to create a portal. So everybody that's in each person's cart, if there are more than this one I'm looking at, I'm not sure, but we're going to open that portal now. I hope you guys can feel this. We're opening the portal at pace. Watching the crossing angels come and watching the rainbow bridge be lowered. And there is that golden retriever that I have seen now for days. So I hope somebody has that golden retriever. I don't know who that is. Okay, white cat, black and white dog. Okay, so these pets have come, could be coming for you, could be coming for the deceased. Now the portal is open, and I'm asking all the deceased, if you have any reasons that you have not crossed before now, if there's something you need to tell me or something you need to give me, like a note of what you've done or you haven't done, you wanted to do, give me that note as you pass me by and go home. It is time to go home, holy ones. Go home with the crossing angels. Go home now. Archangel Michael, Holy One, lift that individual up to God. And that individual up to God. And that portal will close at pace. Holy Ones, thank you, thank you, thank you. Did anybody feel that? Very good. Okay, thank you all for adding your energy to that, because that is helped by our human energy, that all those beautiful souls can go home. And that was an awful lot of souls. I hope you guys could really feel that. It's a beautiful thing to take part in that. And I thank you for being here to do that. Okay, so Holy Ones, thank you. Okay, so now I see Jesus. And what we're going to do here is we're going to ask you to see if you can feel the presence of Master Jesus in front of you. Mary Magdalene behind you. Holy Mother to your left. It'll be my energy to your right. I'm the human in the part here. And here we go. We're going to do some healing with you. Holy Ones, we're ready. Very good. Just give me a high five if you felt that. Very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do, thank you, Holy Ones, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all so much. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back down to the beach. And a couple of you guys are carrying some weight that you don't need to, some baggage that you don't need to, that you don't really need to anymore. It's 2019. So what it looks like is that you're carrying two 20-pound bowling balls in your hand. I've never ever seen two 20-pound bowling balls. I usually only see one. So somebody is carrying some stuff. So on 3, I want you to lay it down in the sand, okay? It's not time for you to be doing this anymore. You're doing more work than you need to. And sometimes we carry things for other people, and it's not our business to do that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when you hear me clap on 3, I need you to let that down, okay? Now, for some reason, they've kept open the portal, not the portal part, excuse me, the rainbow bridge. And son of a gun, if there is not a little dog over there, I don't know if anybody knows this little black dog. It's mostly black, but it's got a little bit white. And I need you to let down that bag of bowling balls, okay? You got 2 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let them down. Okay? And then one of you is trying to have control over something, but you're like 50-50 on that. So I give you kudos for not being 100% controlling. So you've got your right arm or your right hand on like a baton. So I'd like you on 3 to release that baton, because control is not doing you any good in 2019. No matter what kind of control you think you need to have, no control is the way to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you have no control, the holy ones can speak and you can hear it. You can hear your higher self. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Somebody in this group is wearing a mask, and it's 2019. It's time to let it go. Somebody has a beautiful face to show the world, and every once in a while that individual puts a mask up. Now, if you recognize this, I want you to let it drop. Now, masks sometimes were useful, because if we couldn't shine our light in the situation we were in, or maybe we didn't feel safe, we might have had to wear that at work, at home, wherever, in our families, our family of origin maybe, or maybe growing up you had somebody you had to appear one way so that you didn't get your butt kicked, something like that. Okay, so sometimes it's useful, but it's 2019. We have to rock our beautiful selves. 1, 2, 3. Okay, did everybody do it? I don't know who it was, just somebody did. Okay, holy ones, and what is the next thing? Wahoo! Okay, you guys have a ton of ancestors from the other side. I can see them. They're on little ferry boats. That's how I see ancestors. And they're waving and honking and loving on you guys, giving you so much love for this ceremony that's coming up. You've got angels coming in, so I know at least some of you guys are angels. Some of you guys might be galactic. Some of you guys might be elementals. Some of you guys might be earth people. Some of you might be gods or goddesses. I don't know, but there's a whole lot of people around me, and they all know that they've got to stay outside this little barrier, and I have a gatekeeper that allows them to come in. The gatekeeper is my dad. I learned this the other day, so as not to tank my energy. So there might be a visit there later. I don't know how much time we have. I kind of lost control of myself. I don't know what time it is. But if we want to talk to somebody on the other side, we can. Okay, so let us ask Master Jesus, Holy One, are we ready to do the embodiment ceremony? We are. Are you guys ready? Okay, thank you guys so much. Okay, so at this point now, you're going to just hear my voice, and I'm trying not to be irritating with my voice. Somebody told me one time I sound like a teacher. I can only sound like I can, but I have a lot of love for people, so I hope you feel that love. Okay, so here comes the embodiment ceremony, and you'll just hear me say a few words. This is a feeling, so don't be thinking, please to feel. Keep your little eyeballs closed, every last one. Close all your eyeballs, not your third eye, but all your eyeballs. Okay. Acknowledge, please, your beautiful inner child. Acknowledge and bring forth your soul. Acknowledge in any way your higher self. And recognize the presence of your oversoul. Recognize now the presence of your higher aspects. 1. And 2. and 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Very good. Just put your hand up if you felt that. Okay. Everybody feels that in a different way. People have described that to me in every way possible. So thank you all for doing that so much. Let's just see if the Holy One has anything to say. So now at this moment, you're getting a blessing from Master Jesus. Each one of you has stepped up in this life. Just by being here at this time, each one of you have. You've done it throughout your lifetime. Each one of you helps people. He is asking you to keep doing it. Keep going. Keep going. He knows you're tired. He knows you're hurt sometimes. But when you need him or anybody else that you revere and believe in, call them in because they will help you. And that is it. Okay, very good. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
And at this point, you can unmute yourself if you want to speak. Or if you need help, I can do it for you.
Did I put you to sleep?
No, there we go.
I see her. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Todd.
No, I just finally unmuted myself.
Okay.
There he is. What did you guys feel?
Hi, Mary. I'm feeling rings of energy from like lower rib cage up, and they're pulsing in and out like a torus field, and they also feel like they're raising up above me. Very interesting sensation.
Isn't that awesome? Oh, you look beautiful.
Thank
you. Very good.
I just was sort of overwhelmed, Terry, by it all. The energy just was explosive. And I can't put a finger on it in terms of language. It's all felt. It's nonverbal. And thank you very much.
Oh, you are so welcome. So welcome.
Hey, Mari.
My friend. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you.
Same here. It was just so rich to be together and just experience it the way it comes through you. And I did nod off a couple times because my brain was like, I'm sorry, this is too much. I must go to sleep now and let you just process. So I'm always grateful when that happens because it means I really relax and let go and let the energy do what I can't put into words because I don't have to.
Ah, good.
The thing I really noticed was when you named those 8 aspects, I could feel things just click into place around me in a circle. And there was this little sliver left when you said 7. It's like, is she going to say 8? And you did, and that was it. That was complete. And so I will just see what else the Master Jesus has to say. But I was so enriched and blessed. And yeah, it was good to just receive. Thank you.
Very good. Awesome. Everybody describes it in their own way. I've had people say, I felt like a clock. I felt like a peacock. I felt like the goddess with all the arms. And for me, I felt them walking through me.
Yeah. That's the hard part of being a channel. It's physically demanding as well.
But I didn't feel your guys walking through me, but my own, when I asked them to come in, I felt them walk through me.
Mhm.
You know, I did feel the deceased walk through me though, and I like that feeling, because on my end I'm going, go home, woohoo, let's all go home. You know, maybe not, but you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
It's just so beautiful to be able to be part of them going home. It never fails to move me.
Good. Good. Thank you, Mary, for this informative and transformative event. We've enjoyed having you address us and help us with our embodiment and becoming better as we grow. Be sure to join the Oracle Scroll Chapter 2 next month, the third Wednesday of each month. And for tonight's presentation, be sure to check the notes that accompany this video presentation for contact information and other information regarding Mary and other participants in the show. Thank you again. Bye. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Oracle Scroll. Please forward any questions, comments, or inquiries to theoraclescroll@gmail.com, and we'll look forward to entertaining you again very soon in the next episode.